times.
What is up?
A late start to the night. Getting business squared away. Shirt stuff is squared away for now, which is cool. It's gonna be fun printing shit again. And a cool ass design from you, no less.
Hey.
Yeah, this works out cool. Once the campaign shut down, like I said, I'll block out the rest of it and we'll just have it as like a logo screen. Do chest prints or whatever. That'll be really cool though. Welcome to the stream, dudes. Thank you for stopping by. We just put in the first purchase order for shirts. That was very exciting. Any more shirts we'll do. We were just talking about it. We'll do a second order right before the campaign closes out. That's the luxury of printing them in-house. Hell yeah. What's going on, Ashen? I'll have to order the beanies separately, but at least we know that now. Get that shit all squared away. Looks like after Beth's birthday and Thanksgiving, I'm gonna have lots and lots of work to do, and that'll be super fucking cool. Just get set up, bang all the shirts out, cure them, get them looking real nice. I was just talking to Beth's mom about the hem tags and everything, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I can help you do that in like 5 minutes." She's like, "Those take like 2 seconds to sew onto a shirt."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she's gonna help me with the first batch so they look real nice, and then she's gonna teach me on some of my own shit until I am good enough and comfortable enough to do them myself. But they'll be looking real good. It's just those nice little added touches. Like that's why I wanted to do the inside tags and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Print all of those pretty much back to back. I was telling Beth, like, we'll come up with a whole routine for it and everything because we don't have a lot of space to do it, but we can do it if we're smart about it. And it's just like, get out all the smalls, rip all the tags on them, print all of the new tags onto them, cure those, then you get all the mediums, rip all the tags on those, print them, cure them, and you just rinse and repeat for all the sizes. And then once those are cured, you're good to go. You print your regular chest print, whatever it's supposed to be, and sew on the hem tag, and then you're good to go. And I was like, for the future ones, we'll just get shirts in stock in the colors we know we like printing on. Get those in stock in different sizes. Do, the inside tag print on them and sew the hem tags onto them, and then they're just ready to go blanks whenever we want to print something on them.
I like it.
We're just good to go at all times, and eventually I'll get a fucking house finally, and we won't be doing this apartment shit anymore, and we'll just have a fucking stockpile of awesome shit we can do. That'll mean I'll be able to upgrade to larger format printers and stuff, and like potentially do more book work in-house, or book printing in-house, I should say. Because we technically can do ash cans here, but I want to eventually have something where we can just like crank shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I can get like a roller paper and stuff like that. Get like an actual nice little production line going. We're sniping Ryan Wynn.
Tell people about my tools.
He told us to come in here and check it out with Julius Freeman.
But sometimes they use
of the Ghetto Dragon fame.
I use everything.
Which is a very great brush, actually. I gotta get me one of those.
I've actually talked with Julius a little bit. I think we're potentially going to get him writing on a short for the Hellseekers annual if that fund's solid. I was actually thinking about getting that pre-launch sign up back up this week.
Micron pens.
Because I feel bad about losing a lot of those names, but I think I actually have most of them. I think most of them got saved. I thought for some reason some of them got bounced, but I think they're all still in my MailChimp.
Mhm.
So if that's the case, because I had done this thing where like before we had pushed it back, I was like, oh, we got these little postcards. I did some of the Tomb of the Black Bloods piece you did. I did some of the Liberator wants you to read more comics piece. And one other one, I think. Why can't I think of what it is now?
Comic book collaboration between a writer and an artist.
Holy shit.
There's got to be.
I did another one too, and I can't think of it right now. But I did little postcards, and I was like, I'll do little Liberators original sketches on the back of them and send them out to people. And
together, then it's that's one
fucking we had to push the campaign back, so push the campaign back, and then I didn't know Indiegogo just erases campaigns after 6 months, so I hit the 6 month mark and it just erased everything, and I was like, oh my god. Made me look like a complete idiot, and I just felt bad because I thought I had fucked everybody, but then I went into MailChimp and it had the same number of people who had initially signed up for it. So hopefully it's all right, and I'm not just sending a bunch of Liberator sketches out to people who don't want them.
Well, who wouldn't want one?
Yeah, just be like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, we'll still have those. That day is saved. And then
when they suggest things, say I give them a script and it has like, I don't know.
The sketch cards are supposed to be in late tomorrow, which has me worried they might end up pushing it to Saturday now. But it left New Jersey at like 10 o'clock tonight, so it should be here tomorrow. But who fucking knows, with FedEx and UPS around Christmas time, shit's gonna start getting real weird real soon.
I am getting so sick of everybody doing one of those, what it's like when UPS delivers a package, what it's like when the post office delivers a package videos. I can't stand those things. Have you seen that?
It's all dumb as hell.
Everybody being unoriginal and just doing the same exact thing.
Well, yeah, that's what you gotta do.
We're gonna do one next week.
Yeah. I have to remember after this stream to pull a turkey out of my freezer.
Out of your ass.
Because I'm cooking a pre-Thanksgiving turkey. Because I'm such a fucking animal.
So you're doing a test run?
It's not. It would be a test run if I wasn't already confident in my cooking skills. It's literally just I love fucking turkey so much.
You love turkey so much you're gonna pregame a turkey?
Yeah, I'm pre-gaming Thanksgiving with a Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah. Also, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but I think with every campaign, if it's successful, I'm going to invest a little bit of money into them stonks on Cash App because it's going well.
How does that work?
It's just through Cash App. You can invest in literally like small increments of money and get in on essentially fractions of stocks. I'm still learning about it. I have a financial advisor buddy who is supposed to give me more of a rundown on it, but I'm doing it sort of like a very, very small investment, out of sight, out of mind thing. I'm not taking it too seriously, but like threw in like $20 on Netflix and 20 on a couple other companies a few weeks back, and it's doing all right. It's going well, especially with Netflix, because I got in when the Cuties controversy hit. And Cash App is that thing I told you about. You can get it on your phone. You can basically like send and receive money from people, sort of like PayPal, all through. But it's, I think, mostly in just the U.S. and I think Canada. What's going on, Razmaz? But you can apply for free for a card, and you can basically get a debit card attached to it right out of the gate. And like initially I got it, like Kayla hounded me about getting it because she was like, it's a really easy way for me to just send money to you, because I would like leave her with boxes of comps and shit of books, and I would like sign books and leave them with her, and she would bring them to Harrison's and Nick's, and they would sell out, and she would just cash at me money. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. And then I realized they had the whole stocks thing. It's basically like Acorns and stuff like that, if you've ever heard of that app.
Yeah, I've heard of Acorn.
They basically stole that and came up with their own version of it, essentially. Okay. I don't think it has like the rounding up money and investing it for you automatically thing like Acorns has, but you can sort of like surf through, look at different companies that are publicly traded and buy in, not even in like full shares.
Cool.
Which I guess is like the new hipster thing to do when you're like not loaded.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that too. And I also heard about Robinhood. That was another one.
Yeah, same sort of vibe. I think I mentioned something about it before. I had a buddy at the movie theater who used to just look through the like previews book and buy into companies that were publicly traded that he knew had movies coming out in like a year's time.
Mm-hmm.
Like he made a fuckload of money off of the Hunger Games somehow. Bought into some company that was going to be involved in the production early on. Because we knew it had already been greenlit for all of the movies. Like the full, like, I think it was a trilogy originally, and then they split it into the last one into 2 parts, I think.
Yeah.
So it ended up being 4 movies. And yeah, he bought in real early on and made a shitload of money off of it. I don't even remember who he bought in with, but he like explained it to me, and I was just like, I do not understand how your brain works, dude. He's the one who's actually supposed to eventually come over and like explain stuff to me, but he's was it immunocompromised, and so is his father. So and he lives with his dad, like helps him out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, we'll either do it online or we'll meet up when it's like safe, dude. They're now talking about a vaccine being like deployable in December, I was hearing. I didn't get a chance to look into that and verify that yet, but just hearing that sounded insane to me. I don't know if you heard anything about that.
I saw that the vaccine is already gone through like human test trials and shit, and they were going to try and roll it out as fast as possible.
I mean, that'd be ideal if it works and it's not fucking Cronenberging people or anything.
Turning the frogs gay.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wouldn't that be insane? All the dude frogs are in the street fucking like crazy. It's just like Alex Jones was right. No.
Instead of saying ribbit, they're like, fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing.
I know, I'd be horny.
I really wanted to do that leatherette patch too for beanies eventually, but we need to come up with a really good design for that.
Hey, is it true that there's a I Know What You Did Last Summer TV series coming out?
I believe I heard something about that.
Hmm.
These guys are having like an intense conversation, so I'm not gonna snipe this anymore. We'll end that and let them do their thing. I'll put Bloom on in the background because he's watching some low-res videos.
Zach and Miko's Battlefield Earth stream got taken down. So that sucks. I only got halfway through it.
It got taken down?
Yeah, Warner Media claimed it for copyright.
Oh, were they playing the audio or something, or did they play the video too big?
They play, so like, see how his picture in the corner It was
Yeah,
like,
I know. They play the
Yeah.
video really small like that.
yeah,
usually.
like that, and they always have a filter over it, so you can't really watch the movie, but you can kind of hear some of the dialogue while they're commenting.
That's what it would have been then. It would have been the dialogue.
Yeah, it sucks.
See, I always said too they should just have the like timer bar going for where they are in the movie on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how YouTube is now. Like, hear it or see it, they can flag you. That's why it's like it's always been sort of like a honor code thing among YouTubers, where like you don't flag people for watching your shit, like basically how we're doing right now.
Did you see the thing about Facebook today?
Oh God, what?
You know how like Zuckerberg and Dorsey have been at Congress talking to this congressman and everything.
Oh yeah.
So apparently a whistleblower came forward from Facebook and talked about all these programs they have, these secret programs that Facebook apparently confirmed after the hearing, but during the whole hearing, Zuckerberg was denying they existed. But like one of them was a thing where it basically they could rummage through all your data and information and search history even when you're not using the app. Like getting basically total access to your information on your phone and stuff. And then the other one was like when Alex Jones got taken off Twitter, he immediately got taken off Facebook as well and other platforms. And it was because Facebook had been running a program where I can't explain it that great, but basically they were in communication with other social media platforms, and they could essentially just like, you go open the file of Alex Jones and you go, okay, he's been taken down, so now we'll take him down at the same time. It's like a cross-platform communication thing.
Yeah.
So even though he didn't do anything on Facebook or against Facebook's terms of service, if he's getting blocked one place, they'll all take him down.
Shitty
Alex Jones. It'd be like anybody. Yeah. So there's a lot of like really shady stuff going on. And I know a lot of people that are getting rid of Facebook now.
Yeah, I'm probably getting rid of mine.
I just keep it because of family and stuff.
My family can suck it.
It's legal in Virginia.
They're about to legalize weed too. I woke up to that today.
It's gonna be legal soon everywhere. We will.
Virginia, I was saying that would have been the best thing Trump could do. I think he would have. It would have been like a slam dunk in the election if he was like, "And we're gonna legalize weed." It's gonna be huge.
But there's still like the problem with that though, because the states' rights, like that's what happened in California, where like it was federally legal, to like sell and stuff, but on the state level, it wasn't legal. So California was still cracking down.
They should just make it where the state should be allowed to set the age.
No, I'm sorry, I got that reversed. My bad. Got that reversed.
It should just be like anything else where the state is allowed to set the age.
Yeah.
So then it's just like liquor. Like kids shouldn't be fucking smoking it anyways, but it shouldn't be.
Don't operate motor vehicles.
Yeah, it shouldn't be treated like it's some fucking crazy hardcore thing. Like, what was it, Oklahoma or whatever, that just fucking legalized everything?
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Some fucking state.
I think it was Oregon.
Oregon, that's it.
And what's funny is that everything was legal. Like hemp was legal like 70 years ago.
Well, yeah, hemp got illegalized for other reasons.
Yeah, Joe Rogan has explained it in depth on multiple shows.
Yeah.
He shows that video of the car like 1,000 times.
Small amounts of heroin and other street drugs. What's a small amount, though?
Handful.
It'd be a trafficking ticket. Yeah, like an ass load.
Oh, technically, that would be a good measurement system because
what you could
a lot of it
butt.
gets distributed up the butt.
Measure 110. Arguably the biggest blow to the war on drugs. I don't know about that.
It should be a system where, like, when you're a kid and you play that game where you can have as much candy as you can hold. It should be like that. It's like, all right, if you can carry it all,
Yeah,
we'll arrest you.
anything more than you can fit in two fists.
2017.
Shit.
On this episode, but this book from 2010.
Man.
What's that part you're talking about?
I don't know. I think it's going to be sketchy for a while just because, there's always going to be government agencies that are going to try and grab people up for, even if weed's legal, they're still going to pick them up for something else. But, I mean, they're going to arrest them for something else, like they're related to that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, well, they're going to have some, like, technicality or something.
Some sort of way to fuck you for weed, for not paying your weed taxes.
Just
Jack,
like, what's his face? Scarface.
Jack shows tonight too, which I completely forgot about. We are outnumbered tonight.
We're crushing them all in the ratings. Just you wait.
Kayla said she will most likely be on tomorrow night. I was gonna do a little draw stream if the sketch cards came in. Need to figure out if I can get up to see Pete this weekend or not. Because that'd be cool to get Can't Kill Cade 1 and Voidwalker 4.
Wait, did I get Can't Kill Cade before you did?
Probably.
Oh, shit. I'm the coolest one on the team.
Yeah. Hopefully it looks good.
Nope, looks like shit. Don't buy it.
Hilarious.
It looks amazing. It looks awesome. How could it not?
Very easily. I tend to fuck things up. No.
Yeah, but Kevin's drawing it, so he'll hide that real good. There's been like nothing in the news today.
The fuck?
Besides politics, I mean. I'm talking about like fun stuff.
Did Horrible Hanks take this information? When did Horrible Hank come out? The end of 2019? Was that last October?
So
that means
started watching Running Warriors today, continuing my anime mayhem.
This advice. This is the tape Horrible Hank saw.
Did you ever watch Running Warriors?
The Halloween store, but would then have to be closed within a number.
Sorry, I was looking at the
extended universe.
The items report. What did I do in this?
The
Not watch Running Warriors, apparently.
Exists.
Great show. Used to watch that all the time as a kid.
No, I'm just an idiot, and I did in the items on the Indiegogo, I did the signed Alterna bundle as one item, which makes sense. But then I did it as 5 separate items: Voidwalker 1 through 4 and Can't Kill Cade 1. And then I didn't use the bundle item code for the actual tiers, so it said there were 0 Alterna bundles, but I knew more than 0 had been bought. So it's like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, there's actually 28. It's like, I need to put those aside as well. Start signing all of those. Get everything ready so I don't need to worry about it when the final book comes in from the printer as well. I want everything to just be so fucking ready to go and like fulfilled beautifully. If there's problems, I'll replace it, get it back out to people. Like, I want it to be a fucking slam dunk across the board for people, and people just like chomping at the bit to get the next one. Like,
skip to just me.
Hellseekers is gonna be fucking awesome. Frega verified with me this week. I was texting him, and he's gonna be super busy, but he's still gonna do a variant cover for the Hellseekers campaign, so that's gonna be fucking huge.
Okay, Cass.
I am talking to a colorist about taking over my workload on the colors, so I can just, focus on running everything and keeping things running smoothly, getting all these books out, lettering and writing and editing for the most part.
That was the second one.
What we got the shirts. I can't remember what else I was going to talk about tonight. Brain is fried from this week. The 24-hour comic challenge that I want to do with you dudes. I talked to Kevin, and Kevin is like super down. Ryan seems down. You seemed super confused.
I seem scared.
Yeah,
That's a lot to do.
A little bit scared. Well, the idea is to do something looser. It doesn't need to be like you don't need to do a superhero comic or anything like that. It's not going to be like a prompt. You can do whatever you want. It just needs to be done in those 24 hours.
But here's the problem. You told me to look up Death Grub.
Yeah.
And I couldn't look up the individual pages, but I just saw some of the stuff that Ryan Otley did, and I was like, oh yeah, Ryan Otley is amazing. He can do like anything. So
Yeah,
it looks like a finished comic.
Those are just like quick sketches. And then he did gray tones over it, so it looks less gestural, but it's like those are like sketchbook sketches.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did when he did that one, I'm pretty sure that one he did in a comic shop live. And that was like ages ago. Like I think I own a couple copies of it. If I can find them, I'll send you one.
Cool.
Yeah, but like especially like that was back, they weren't even working digitally back then. Like he had to draw those all on paper. Like that's what I'm excited for. I'm probably gonna do them at like 8.5 by 11 on cardstock.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured we'd sit down and we'd all come up with our rules and everything like that.
Are we gonna write them on stream, or are we just gonna draw them on stream?
That was the whole thing, is we have to come up with our rules. Do we have to do all of it on stream? Like sort of freestyling the idea right then and there? Do we want to give ourselves like a week's time or something to put an idea together? And then, you do the first session and you can sort of tweak writing and stuff in between, but you can't work on art unless it's on stream. Like we need to establish those rules, stuff like that. Like, can you line out pages not on stream, but you can't draw them until you're on stream? These are all parameters we need to set. And that's why I wanted to get the round table of everybody involved in for a stream one night before we officially do it. And we'll set all the rules. We'll start setting at least the first date. And we'll do the first 3-4 hour block and get into it. It's gonna be madness though, because that's like, you figure, I think normally they do 24 pages and you have to do a page an hour essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But I think doing it like set the limit at 20 pages, like aim for a 20-page book. I think that's playing it a little bit safer. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And if, we're doing those, like we're only doing it in 3 or 4 hour blocks and we're coming back to it like every couple weeks or whatever, doing it like a show, there is that little bit of breathing room in between where you can sort of come up with ideas and think about stuff and take notes, but you can't like put pencil to paper and do any page art. But I think that'll be fun.
I think we're gonna have to do the writing separate, because like it's gonna be too hard to concentrate and write at the same time. It's gonna have to be like
that's what I was saying. Like that's one of the ones I don't think anybody's really gonna argue on. Like we'll have to just come up with a set time limit. Like we have this many days, and we're doing the. Oh my god, he's watching this guy.
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
I love this dude's stuff. basically we'll have to set the parameters. Like once we set the date for the first one, it's like that's your amount of time to get your writing done, to come up with your, and your writing could be just a quick plot outline. Your writing could be, little page setups for everything. It could be a full script. You don't know. It's whatever works for you. You can over prepare or under prepare if you feel like it. You can freestyle the whole fucking thing. But we should figure that out. And then it's like, yeah, like, we'll be reasonable about it, maybe like 2 weeks or whatever. But it's like, all right, on this date, we go live. And, in that first 3 hours, maybe you'll just produce a cover and a page or whatever. But you got to get started on it. I was like, I want to do something really weird and just like watercolor and stuff. Watercolor and pen and ink, probably. Just like fuck around and have fun with it. Get really loose. Do like more organic stuff. Maybe do some landscape stuff. I might fuck around and do some fantasy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. That's what I mean. Like, I want to just push my limits, and I think it would be a fun exercise before I'm like balls deep in Camp Rainbow completely. And I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a horror angle to it. So potentially I can just do it as like a little digital release on the Death Curse Patreon or whatever.
I want to see you do fantasy just so you can be like, hey, Kayla, what are those dorks that have the horse bodies but the human body connected to it? Oh yeah, those idiots. Right? Draw that in. And what are those other stupid idiots that have the heads like a bull? just making fun of it the entire time.
A whole book shitting on sword and sorcery.
Like all the dialogue is like, I'm a stupid horse person.
It's funny too, because I think Conan like absolutely rocks dick, but I'm like, most fantasy stuff is just boring as shit to me for some reason. And I think it's because like every time it's like about to get cool, it like holds off in a way that I don't think my brain is programmed for. I have like 80s action movie autism, and it's insane. I don't know what it is, but it angers me every time that happens in movies and stuff, where I'm like, oh my god, it's building up to something awesome, and then that just doesn't happen.
Right.
Like the upbeat never comes, and you're like, all right.
It's like that Foo Fighters song. There's a Foo Fighters song that does that. Every time I hear it, and I'm waiting for that big, like breakdown moment, and it just never comes. Like, I can't listen to this song. It's killing me.
That's perfect. Yeah, like it's a weird feeling. There's a movie. What was it?
It's like it's just edging. Good. It's edging you along.
Yeah, right. Edging the movie. That I think is Dead Man Down with Colin Farrell. It felt like it was gonna be like a balls to the wall action movie from the trailer, and it ended up being boring as shit because of that. Like every time you thought something insane was about to happen, it was like budget wouldn't allow it.
Oh, is that the one that had
it was a WWE movie.
Wasn't like Mimi Rapace in it, or whatever how you say her name?
Yeah, I always thought it was Rapace, but you might be right because she's like Eastern European and super like art house chick.
For like a minute there, they were trying to make her into the next big thing.
Yeah, she did one of the girl with the dragon tattoos, right?
Well, she did the original trilogy.
Yeah, that. There we go.
The Swedish ones.
Yeah, she looked fucking insane, and everybody was like, she's so hot. And I was like, no, you shave your eyebrows off, and you're immediately not allowed to be called hot anymore. Like,
I don't think she shaved her eyebrows in that. You're thinking of the American one.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Who's
and the Swedish one, she kept her eyebrows. She just had like a mohawk or a faux hawk, whatever. And the American one, what's her face? I can't remember her name. What was that girl's name? I can't think of it. I know, but yeah, she shaved. Well, she didn't actually shave her eyebrows. She just dyed them blonde.
Oh yeah, that's right. Naomi Rapace isn't bad looking. Rooney Mara, I thought.
Rooney
was
Mara.
The other one.
She's in the American one.
See, I thought it was the other way around.
Nope. She's actually the heiress to the Pittsburgh Steelers owners.
Rooney Mara is?
Yeah, and her sister was Invisible Woman in Fantastic Four.
Okay, Rooney Mara is the one who shaved her eyebrows off.
And she got her nipples pierced for real for the movie. I like that movie a lot.
She looked insane in that movie.
She did, but I think she looked better than. To me, she looked way better than Numi Rapace's version because she looked like a real weirdo, whereas
I haven't
Numi
seen
Rapace
the
looked
new
like a
one.
hot
Have
topic
you
chick.
seen that one?
Yeah, the one by the Evil Dead guy.
Oh, is that who did it?
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. It was terrible.
What was it called? Girl with the Spider or something?
I don't remember. I never read the books. I think it's something Spiderweb. What's up, Edwin? They changed there's a different girl that played
Elizabeth
Elizabeth
Salander.
Salander. Yeah, and she had a bowl cut the whole time, so she looked really dorky. Yeah, like okay, nerd.
She's like Edward Furlong.
And they basically made her into like a superhero. She's kind of like a vigilante Batman kind of character. She paints her face all the time and stuff.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like the same character at all, and it felt like really over the top. And she has the evil sister who wears an all red suit like a Bond villain. It's like this doesn't seem like anything like the original story. But I like that guy's style though, the director. It's just the movie itself that was kind of dumb. But he did that, and he also did that Don't Breathe movie, which is really cool. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
That was really brutal at the end too.
Yeah, that one got a little weird.
A little weird. But you know, it's cool. They built that whole house in a studio. Did you know that?
Just so they could do all that weird shit at the end.
Mm-hmm. Like everything was all like built.
What is going on, Edwin?
Which is cool. You know,
yeah, no, that's
nobody ever
smart,
does that anymore.
especially for that whole you need to do weird lighting setups and stuff like that, which is what I bet a lot of that was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're gonna need to set lighting in really strange ways and be able to walk around this with a camera really fast, which explains how they were able to do all those awesome shots, like when they're whipping around in the basement and stuff. Like that shit was intense.
What's the name of the actor that's in it? The bad guy?
Oh,
the blind man.
Jesus, I know this. He was in VFW too.
Oh, have you seen that?
Yeah, I love that movie. That's
good.
That's another Bagos movie.
I want to see that.
Stephen Lang. Jesus, why I couldn't think of that. I didn't want to look it up either. I was like, I know this guy's name.
I wish that they had cast him as Deathstroke. Because he already has that build and that attitude and look and everything. And Deathstroke's supposed to be kind of older. But in the movie they cast Manganiello, however you say his name. Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello, yeah.
And it's he's obviously just a young dude who just has his hair dyed white. Just feels, it feels very movie fake.
I've been working on the design for Shannon in Camp Rainbow. And I don't know why I'm hung up on I think Kristen Stewart is kind of the vibe I'm going for.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going for Manganiello.
But then she's also, I guess, a turbo bitch in real life. I don't really know. But visually, that's what I imagine. Kristen Stewart.
She's a bitch in real life?
The short cropped hair. Sort of lesbian-esque. I mean, Kristen's actually a lesbian, but...
Is she really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I thought she came out forever ago, isn't she?
Are you thinking of the other Saturday Night Live chick from Ghostbusters? Are you confusing everybody tonight?
No, Kristen Stewart.
Gotta find another thing to
I
do.
don't think so.
I gotta find something a little more rewarding.
You're like, oh no, I meant Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's bisexual.
Oh really? She
But
came out as bisexual?
she was like openly dating a chick for a while though. I think she might still be.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not making this up. She's been like turbo about it for a while, but grown up Shannon in the comic,
Wait. Did you say Kristen Stewart?
yes.
I was thinking of what's her name? Kristen Wiig. My bad.
Yeah, I thought you were thinking of someone else. I was like, what are you confused about right now? I was like, yeah, like sort of like this. And now it's not gonna load.
I couldn't believe everything you were saying. I was like, Kristen Wiig is a bitch? Really? I never heard that.
Her
She's
butch
gay? I didn't know that.
her like butch chick mullet here.
And she also like helped destroy that director's marriage.
She
Rupert
looks
Sanders.
insane in a lot of these pictures.
She looks like she smells.
I thought you were. I understood what you were saying there, but it sounded more like you were saying like you knew what she smells like from experience, and you were telling me that she looks like she smells.
I mean, I might. I don't know.
Not that you were like theorizing that she looks like she might smell, if that makes any sense to you.
No, it does.
But yeah, this mullet picture is kind of how I imagine Shannon. She's angry old bitch.
I just imagine if you sat down next to her, you'd be like, really? From her?
It's just straight patchouli.
Butch chick and Sundance bitch. Smell-o-vision, Razmaz.
I don't know what it is. And I think almost the bitchy vibe works too with Kristen Stewart, which is why I might be gravitating to her. Because she's not.
She can be good, like in like what you're saying, that kind of role. It's like, but they always cast her in just roles that aren't fit for her.
Yeah, she's not completely terrible either, which is the bummer. It's like you're saying, like I feel like she kind of suffers from being typecast.
Yeah, like they were trying to make her the it girl for so long.
She
and then
did
you watch
this
her
movie
in
that was getting rave reviews, and I forgot to I never went back and watched it. I need to look it up on IMDb because it had some weird name.
And like she's not a bad looking girl by any means, but like in Snow White and the Huntsman, for example, the whole movie they're like, oh, the most beautiful one in the world, right? And that's why Charlize Theron wants to kill her. And it's like
she's like
nobody,
a girl next door, like,
but like nobody would say she's better looking than Charlize Theron. Like, there's very few people in the world better looking than Charlize Theron.
Oh, weird. She's in pre-production on a movie called Spencer, and she plays Princess Diana.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows? She could. You never know, man. Heath Ledger, we thought was going to be a shitty Joker, and then there we are. Oh,
apparently, they're changing a bunch of stuff for Jared
Personal Shopper. I'm pretty sure is the one. Personal Shopper in Paris refuses to leave the city until she makes contact with her twin brother who previously died there. Her life becomes more complicated when a mysterious person contacts her via text message. Yeah, this got like rave reviews, and I forgot to fucking actually watch it. It's almost like a paranormal thriller, I guess. But
I want to see that movie up there, Love and Monsters.
Check it out, and never did. What is this?
Love and Monsters.
Oh, Love and Monsters. I thought you said Love It Monsters. I was like, what?
Got Michael Rooker in it, and it has crazy monsters.
That trailer just felt like it had like the same tone and vibe of what was it? Warm Bodies.
I can see that. Yeah.
Just felt like the exact same movie.
But it didn't have premise. Michael Rooker. And that's all you need.
Oh, for sure. I'm trying to find my character list of all the teens I need to murder.
But yeah, apparently, for the new Justice League, Redux that Zack Snyder's doing, they're bringing in Jared Leto's Joker, but they're changing a bunch of stuff about him. But I don't really know what. Apparently, his look is going to be
Dick
different.
size.
He's going to walk around with just a 12-inch cock.
Yeah, he's got just like a boa constrictor coiled up in his pants.
Yeah, you're just going to always see the outline of it and be like,
Yeah.
the camera's going to just slightly turn down so it's in frame perfectly.
You can hear it like thump and hit into things.
That's
like
why Batman hates him so much.
There's a lot of Foley work on it. Yeah,
it jingles because he's got a Prince Albert.
It hit Batman on the cheek one time, cracked his cowl. It was never the same. Yeah, I do this sort of reverse. It's not fan casting because I'm the creator, but it helps me sort of like narrow down the character if I can think of like actors that have like a similar vibe.
No, I understand what you're saying. It helps with drawing too, to like figure out a certain way of drawing a character without drawing the exact same person. But
Gina Carano was another one. I think I told you about that for Shannon, and then I realized I was like, oh, I think I might just be thinking of her with the same like lesbian mullet in Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know what it is about that haircut. It has the vibe of what I imagined for this character. Is almost like that zombie apocalypse mentality. Like if you got your ass beat, if you got grabbed by your hair once and got your ass beat because of it, you would just chop all your hair off so no one could ever grab you by the hair again. Like
she's still hot in that movie too.
Oh yeah, she looks great. Well, that's what I mean though. Like even Kristen Stewart can pull off that look and everything. But I'm like Gina Carano also too has that like she could take a beating and you would believe it if it got turned into a movie or something like that. Like that's the other thing. That's the big part of what I need to sell in this comic book is like, is this chick going to keep getting back up? Can she like push through all this insane shit that's happening to her?
Right.
Or is it going to be her demise essentially? And there's a bunch of other characters in it too, but it's very much like Shannon's story at the heart of all of it. So she needs to be like, if nothing else, she needs to be believable.
And it's hilarious. If I was to like point the camera at him, it would like probably deflate.
That's the other thing too. I need to sort of figure out like the holy trinity of main characters.
Yeah.
There's like the one who grew up to be the local cop, the one Shannon who grew up to be an FBI agent, and another one of the kids who grew up to be like an alcoholic, crazy person, sort of like the Rust Cole of the story.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah. Well, he's sort of the one that like believes in the legend. Like it's all these different beliefs converging at once, like sort of coming home.
Buddy is real, I see.
The kid that never left. Well, yeah, that's kind of the whole vibe. There's the kid that never left, the ones that did leave, one of them not really believing in the legend and obviously thinking it's a copycat killer, and the other one being...
If a movie does get made of this, like you're planning, can I be the guy that's a conspiracy theorist, but I do my McConaughey the whole time?
Yeah, and you're killed in the first act.
Yeah, I'm trying to warn people, and they're like, "Oh, he's crazy," and then I'm like in my room with all the string connecting the dots, and I hear something, and its buddy comes in and just murders me.
Yeah, you'll be the foreshadowing kill.
Like, now you gotta get out of here, all right.
You're all gonna die. The government's poisoning the water. You get killed and thrown into the lake.
You hear those frogs? They're gay.
The end of the movie, the cops find you floating in the lake. The irony of the government poisoning the water and they find you in the water. The sweet, sweet setup of a slasher movie, barely thinking about it.
I gotta wear some kind of like shirt too that, like, you know, like Buddy is real, or have like Camp Rainbow shirt. Camp Rainbow Conspiracy. Ooh, that'll be my website.
A live tally of the body count around in and around Camp Rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to write this down now, Jeff. You're giving me story. I'm gonna have to credit you in the book, you son of a bitch.
1995, 3 bodies disappear. 1996, up to 8. Just connecting all these dots.
Yeah, what are you saying?
They said it was a traffic accident. How was there a traffic accident on a bike route in the middle of the woods?
Cowboy Kent is a frustrating guy. Truly. He's a fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, Jeff, you just cracked such a big nut for me.
Oh yeah, crack that nut. Ugh.
You try to listen like
The Rasmus, the dude is making a huge tortilla. Oh, that's making me hungry.
Oh my gosh, everybody's like messaging me out of the middle of the blue.
Everyone, all of them, all at once.
Oh, great. I gotta get out of here.
You gotta leave.
No, I mean like this stupid conversation that's taking place.
I gotta go help a friend bury something. I gotta go, guys.
No, I'm trying to get out of this stupid conversation. I hate when you get added to a group conversation and then people just start going on a rampage and you can't get out of it.
You can't even track it. You can just hit the mute button if it's on Twitter.
No, it's on fucking Facebook.
Oh, that's the worst.
How do I get off of this shit?
I'm gonna leave this
That
running
did.
for a
That might
moment.
have done it.
Are Ryan and them still going?
Don't know. What is this guy making? I haven't been paying attention to that at all.
A tortilla?
That's it though? He's just making tortillas? Tortillas?
No, I don't know what he's making.
This is a famous tortilla.
Oh, cinnamon rolls.
Oh my
Fuck.
gosh.
I almost did that today.
There's no way cowboys were eating cinnamon rolls on the ranch.
I should have known that's what he was doing. Yeah, because he made a sheet and then you just roll it up and slice them.
He's like, next I'm going to make a half-calf macchiato.
Fuck, I'm going to end up doing that tomorrow, I think. Oh my god.
Cinnamon buns?
Yeah, that's the hotness.
Louis C.K. had a hilarious name that I can't say on here for them.
I can't fucking believe you just like cracked my brain wide open on Camp Rainbow, dude.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Right? You're the best. You complete me. Holy shit.
I would love to wear a cowboy hat, but I would feel like such an idiot wearing one.
Oh, that would be the funniest shit ever. That needs to be a stretch goal on our next book together.
Me wearing a cowboy hat?
Jeff's gonna wear a hot pink cowboy hat all the time.
Wait, how did it become hot pink?
I'll
can agree with that.
I'll get a mullet, and Jeff will get a hot pink cowboy hat.
I am not agreeing to a hot pink cowboy hat.
I don't know. All I remember is you saying, I want to look extra ridiculous in a cowboy hat.
I mean, it couldn't be any worse than like a Kid Rock style cowboy hat where he was like all rolled on the side. It's American flag.
Oh my god. American hag. I am an American hag.
He is starting to look witch-like as he ages.
He looks like an old lady with fetal alcohol syndrome.
I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
I need to go grab another drink, and I need to piss violently. So
I don't think we need to know that part of it.
Oh, you did. So I'm leaving you here on your own to entertain our two-man crowd and listen to these Bloom Online bits.
Oakley, Dokley.
I have to come up with a bunch of stereotypical teenagers to murder.
Well,
If
no.
you
Hey,
want-
pull up the Justice League trailer for us to watch. I can talk about that. I actually am interested in that.
for us to get copyright struck by Warner Brothers.
Ah, fucker. Warner Brothers. Damn Warner Brothers.
Yeah, we're
Damn
doomed
yous to
if we
hell.
watch that.
All right, I'll just talk about it. I'll watch it. Everybody watch it on your own, and we will discuss.
Yes, that is perfect. I think soon we can do like a watch along on an old Creative Commons movie like Night of the Living Dead or something like that, or
Yeah.
fucking public domain, whatever.
All right, go pee. Go have your violent pee. We're gonna talk about superheroes.
Get a drink. Oh my god, this looks amazing. This fucking cowboy.
Yeah, look at all that jizz.
Yeah, she's all over that
Uh,
cinnamon roll, you dirty old
I
man.
can't quit you, cinnamon roll.
Yeah, feed it to the dog, you fucking weirdo.
You fucking bitch. It's appropriate. She's a female. All right, I am watching the Justice League trailer. So first off, I'm excited for Darkseid. I like the design so far. He looks kind of like a lot of people complain about him looking very video gamey, and that's true. But you know, this is a movie they just put together, so already still looks better than Steppenwolf. There's Ezra Miller, woman choke slamming champion. The one thing Zack Snyder you can't complain about is his films look amazing. Hey, oh, there's Amber Heard. Johnny Depp finger cutter offer. It looks like Desaad's in this, so that'll be kind of cool. I'm hoping we get, a lot of the apocalyptian. Is that how you say it? Characters. Keep it going. Keep it going. Apparently, Cyborg's gonna be the main focus of this. He's supposed to be like the heart of the movie. That's like the most interesting thing to me is how much did they actually change from Zack Snyder's original vision? Joss Whedon I don't think he's a bad writer at all. He's definitely got his style that he leans into too much, where it becomes that Whedonism, cartoony kind of dialogue and stuff. But I thought like the Justice League movie, I don't think it was a terrible mess. I thought it was still fun. It just had its problems, and especially coming from the context of the previous films, it did not fit at all with what that universe was being set up as. But like this whole thing with the Justice League, I think it's really cool just because we're getting to see, instead of having these questions about what would that really have been, we're getting to see it. We know what it's going to be, because there's always like questions of like, what would the Justice League Mortal movie have been? What would Tim Burton's Superman have been? And now we don't have to have that question anymore. We know. And everything I'm seeing, I think looks, like, I don't know if it's gonna be a great movie by any means, but just visually it looks better than the previous film. Because like you could tell the scenes in the Justice League movie that Zack Snyder shot and the scenes that Joss Whedon shot. Zack Snyder just has that more dynamic range to his visuals.
How old is Cowboy Kent Rollins? He was born on September 8th, 1957. It was Cowboy Kent Rollins.
I don't know why they released a trailer for this, because there's only like really 2 new clips, and they're just fractions of a second. There's that Superman hologram, and then there's a little bit of the new Steppenwolf, which I'm not entirely enthused about. Yes, Spencer, it's the Hallelujah one. It's the same exact one. They just add, like I said, they just added the 2 or 3 new clips.
Lesbo set to soul
Um.
for Skagit Valley.
Oh yeah, but anyway, Steppenwolf. So I was never crazy about what they were setting up for Steppenwolf from the previous film, from Batman vs Superman. I don't really like that. I don't know, like video game spacey look design they gave him. And like the problem with the Joss Whedon Steppenwolf wasn't necessarily the design, in my opinion. It was more of the construction of his anatomy, where like he looked really skinny and he had a really long neck. His proportions didn't look right. Like if they had just made his head a little bit smaller, his neck shrunk down, so that way his body looks more massive, and maybe give him a little bit more bulk. I think that design itself would have been sweet, but it's just all his features were kind of off. It just made him look kind of gangly. But I always liked how Jack Kirby, gave these characters medieval kind of design approaches to it, and then with his crazy cosmic style. Because like Steppenwolf's never really been cool looking in the comics or anything. So I like that they were incorporating that medieval armor, and he kind of had this demonish look to him. Like in the comics, Steppenwolf looks like a man. Like he's just like a human, but with like different colored eyes, and I think his skin tone is a little different. Kind of looks like Robin Hood. But in the movie, I thought it was a pretty cool design. It's just they just need to fix the proportions. You have a nice pee-pee?
I'm back. Oh my god, dude. I feel like I lost 5 pounds.
What did you think of Steppenwolf in the movie versus the new Steppenwolf?
The new one is just like more detail, right?
No, it's like a totally different design.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. To me, the new one kind of looks like that Egyptian Gods movie that came out with Gerard Butler years ago. I don't think it's I don't want to say it's a bad design. It's just an uninteresting design to me.
Oh, so that was real. That was all spiky and stuff?
Yeah.
It's just so weird that they would even go back and do that at this point. Feels like a lost cause. Like, you're gonna have to do something really fucking cool to win me over with that Joker.
Wait, you mean for the movie itself or that design? I mean, Steppenwolf.
All of it. Like,
Oh.
Is that where they spent another? They said like 70 million.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to reveal exactly how much money they're really spending. I think they're putting
they're
like
like
about a whole
ashamed.
movie's worth of budget into that. But you know why they're doing it is because HBO Max needs more content.
Oh yeah,
It's
They
like
did
I think the
just get
slowest
they
of the
got
major
Chappelle
apps.
Show too, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like their app is not doing great. They were trying to make that the next big competitor for like Disney Plus and shit. And I think it has like the least downloads of the major streaming apps.
I believe it.
And it's also super expensive too.
We got rid of HBO like months ago because it had nothing on it. Actually, I think it's actually been almost a year now.
Mm-hmm.
After Outsider ended, and that was so bad, dude. Like, we hung on because I was like, no, I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking bad. Like,
Yeah, we talked about it on here before.
Yeah, I was so bummed out about that.
And it has a great first episode. It's such a great setup, and I was all excited. I was the same as you. I was like all about it. I was like, "Fuck yeah, a new awesome
Should have
dark
been a
horror
2-hour movie.
horror story." And then it just drags on and on and on.
Yep, should have been a 2-hour movie.
What up, Colin?
Would have been absolutely amazing. What is going on, Colin?
But yeah, I was just saying that the Steppenwolf design, I'm not crazy about it. It looks very video gamey.
Oh yeah, that's the thing though. Like that's what I mean though. Like I'm surprised that they aren't just like, let's set up another villain. That makes me think for some reason he's like in Wonder Woman 1984.
Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's why they would update. Like, why would they be going back and updating him?
Because it didn't match the Batman vs Superman design. Because you see Steppenwolf in that.
Oh,
for like
okay.
a couple minutes. But like what I was saying too is that the Steppenwolf design for the Joss Whedon version, I don't think it was a bad design. It was just his proportions were off. He looked very fake. Like his actual costume was kind of cool, and it really fit with that dark side kind of costume.
Yeah.
Like you can see how they connected. But this version of Steppenwolf, he's very animalistic, but with like this weird, techno organic armor.
I just think DC for the most part suffers from like lame villain syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Marvel though. Like DC only really has the Batman's Rogues Gallery. And then like Marvel has Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. And like some cool X-Men villains. But it's like for the most part a lot of really shitty stuff on both sides of the big two.
Oh yeah, of course.
And that's why I think that movie suffered, was like Steppenwolf. I was like, really? Like this is who we're getting for the fucking Justice League villain? And now they're like, oh no, it's Darkseid. Like how we originally intended. Darkseid's in it, and I bet you it's like nothing, because they said it's like 3 new minutes of footage they added or some bullshit like that.
Really? You sure about that?
Pretty sure. It's like it's some insanely small amount of footage added to the movie, dude.
Interesting.
It very well could be, stuff that Joss Whedon cut that was already shot by Zack Snyder, but they said
that was my next question. Is it going to be? They mean like they filmed only 3 minutes of new footage, and then they're adding in all the.
That's what they mean, is they're adding in like actual, because they did go do like actual reshoots. But from what I heard, there was an interview I read with one of the HBO execs, and he wouldn't say how much money they spent, and he wouldn't say the exact amount of time, but it was basically left up that it was an insane amount of money for a very small amount of footage.
Okay, well that makes more sense, because like. Yeah, if they're just saying like, okay, 3 minutes of new footage, and then all the additional footage that Zack Snyder.
It's like 3 or 4 minutes of new footage, but I think we're gonna see a lot of that Deathstroke footage that got cut out, and a bunch of other shit that got cut out. That was supposed to, make the movie make sense, but Joss Whedon came in and made it his own fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing I was
a few seconds of that would be the funniest shit ever. It's like. That Darkseid like punching the ground is like the last couple frames of the movie, and it just fades to black, and you're like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
One thing I was thinking about though, looking at the Deathstroke costume, one of the few times I think CGIing a costume would be good is in cases like that where he's wearing this helmet and it looks gigantic on him. It makes his head look 3 times bigger, and I think that's the case where like. You take that comic book animation thing where you make the head a little bit smaller than what is a natural head size, and it'll make him immediately look sleeker and cooler.
Oh, Joe Manganiello also has a huge fucking head.
Yeah, but it's like you get that Power Rangers thing where like the head just looks too big, and they look kind of silly, like little bobbleheads.
Well, that's the whole thing where they didn't realize they have to scale up like all the shoulder armor and everything at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even consider stilting him and making him genuinely larger than everyone else. Like, those are all things that's one of the things I will give to the old Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies, is that's the scaling of everything is one of the things they completely nailed.
Oh yeah.
Like, you never remember that fucking the dude who plays Gimli is like fucking 8 feet tall.
Yeah. Jonathan, is it Rhys Meyers? I was getting him confused with the other guy that had.
No, Jonathan Rhys Meyers is like a pretty boy weirdo.
Okay, isn't it Jonathan Rhys something?
I think so.
It's the dude from Raiders of the Lost Ark. That plays Gimli.
Oh yeah, that is the same guy. He's fucking huge in that too.
And he also plays a werewolf in Waxworks.
Wow, I haven't seen that since I was a little kid.
I just watched it like early October.
I'm trying to figure out all these kids. How were you as a teenager, Jeff? What kind of teen were you? Were you a Danzig goth kid?
Oh, it's definitely a metalhead. I was a metalhead. I got in lots of fights. But I went to a small school, so don't forget, like, I wasn't like in a major school with like 400 kids in one grade. I was in a grade with 30 kids. So we all knew each other. So we didn't really have like major cliques or anything. So I was friends with like the quote unquote, cool kids. I was friends with the
Wait, how
quote
many
unquote
kids
stoners.
were in your school?
In my grade, there were like 30 to 50 kids, depending on what year it was.
Holy shit, that was even smaller than my school.
And in the whole school, it was 500. And that was from kindergarten through senior year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I went to a private Christian school.
Oh my god. My school was 550 kids in my high school, and it was 90 kids and 92 kids actually in my graduating class.
Okay.
Out of that 550. That was our senior class that year. That's fucking bonkers, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I came from like in Connecticut standards, we are like a very tiny fucking high school, or we were a very tiny high school.
Yeah. Like there, I lived in a city, so there's like, huge high schools around me, but
like I had a
went to
buddy.
the
I had a
Christian
buddy who went
school.
to high school like 2 towns away from me, and it's like the high school you see in like the Spider-Man movies.
Right.
It's just like thousands of kids, and you don't know fucking anyone. And
Thousands of 30-year-olds.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh,
like,
shit. Joe Manganiello's in that too.
oh, that's right. He's Flash, right?
Yep. He looks 40.
I need to figure out older, salty, alcoholic-looking guy for Camp Rainbow. That's the one I'm really stuck on.
Oh, you know who you could do? I was watching Gremlins last night, and what's that actor's name? Dick something? He's in all Joe Dante's movies.
I don't know. Gremlins?
Shit, what's his name? Dick Miller.
Oh, he's old as fuck, though.
But you
I'm
said
talking
old.
about a dude. No, a dude who's the same age as Shannon. I just mean the
Oh.
older version of him, not the teenage version of him.
Oh, I thought
like-
you meant like old guy. Well, you just say he's a heroin addict. It just aged him really bad.
Yeah, that's who you were thinking of too. Dick Miller is like a crazy Ralph type. Like he'd be the crazy conspiracy theorist guy, if anything.
So we were watching that last night, and I forgot how much of an asshole the main character is. Like, for no reason at all, he's trying to show Corey Feldman, like, oh, look at this little Mogwai, and look what happens if I do this to him. And he's just torturing poor Gizmo. He's like shining lights on him, and at one point he gets water on him. He doesn't even seem concerned that Gizmo is like in pain. He's like, oh, look at this. And then like, all the Mogwai, the bad ones, they turn into their pupil form. And he just wakes up in the morning, he's like, Mom, what's going on? And he has all these fucking gross pupa all over his bedroom floor. He doesn't even give it. He's like, oh, this is strange. I think that's your reaction, dickhead?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
He has he shouldn't be allowed to own Gizmo. He doesn't give a fuck about him.
I need a guy like late 30s, early 40s, like a Rust Cole type.
Dick Miller.
He's the sexy.
I'm just gonna say Dick Miller for every character.
Sexy, mysterious guy.
Oh, then he's definitely Dick Miller.
Who also might be the killer. I like how I looked up actors with long hair, and the first thing that came up was Christian Bale looking like he's on the set of Dazed and Confused, and Joe Manganiello.
Hemsworth?
I don't believe Hemsworth being like an alcoholic.
Mm.
That
Okay,
was
so-
part of what I didn't believe about Thor. Was like he did a really bad fake drunk in all of those movies. Like every
Yeah.
time he was drinking, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh God, this is horrible.
So he has to be hot, but he also has to be an alcoholic.
Believable alky.
Okay. What about Chris
Kit
Pine?
Harington, Tom Cruise, Chris Pine with long hair. That'd be weird. Bradley Cooper.
But do you remember Chris Pine in Hell or High Water? He gets pretty grisly in that. Like,
I'm
you can see him.
imagining did I see Hell or High Water?
You didn't see Hell or High Water? That movie was amazing. Ben Foster?
Oh yeah, I think I did watch that.
Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. That's funny. I was going to mention Ben Foster in 30 Days a Night. Same thing. That Rust Cole, like, sort of nutcase drifter vibe. Scraggly beard. Long hair. Can clean up, but he's not at the beginning. That's actually a good look. Chris Pine in Hell or High Water. After he cleans up, give him the fucking porn stash.
Mm-hmm.
Just
a man trying to get his life situated.
No, you choke him out. What's the hold on?
and Marcus Graves.
Lead singer of Misfits.
Who I think I like. That really his name?
No, it's Michael Graves.
This one right here.
What's his name? The dude from Lovecraft Country. The main dude. Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, he's. Let me see. I gotta make sure who I'm thinking of. Jonathan Majors.
He's 31, but I think he looks a bit older.
Yeah, that dude has a crazy V-shaped physique.
Oh my god, dude! He looks like I would not be surprised if he's already been cast for a superhero role. Like he looks like he could tear somebody in half.
Yeah, he has that crazy like action figure physique.
Like I wanna see that dude in more shit.
I think they're trying to get him for Kang.
Oh fuck, that's right.
It's not about how hard you can hit, but how hard you can get hit.
He reminds me of someone too, and I can't think of who it is. I feel like he could do a great Mike Tyson biopic.
Oh, that'd be good. Better than Jimmy Fox.
Oh, is that who's lined up for that?
Yeah, he's been trying to make that movie for years, and now he's like just as old as Mike Tyson is today.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think he'd make a pretty good Tyson.
You mean Majors, not...
Yeah, Majors.
Yeah. Jimmy Fox, I think, would be terrible at it. It'd be if Jimmy Fox did it, it'd be like Travolta's Gotti movie, where it'd just be like silly, and you'd be laughing the whole time at his impersonation.
Because Marcus Graves is obviously a black man.
I gotta say, that was brilliant casting as Stallone's kid with Milo Ventimiglia. Because he has that same like lip thing.
Ventimiglia?
Ventimiglia? That can't be right.
Yeah, no, I just butcher his name all the time.
Yeah.
The first Berserker?
Just pronounce every single consonant in his name.
It's Ventimiglia, god damn it. Denzel's
Mignola.
son's another one in the same age range that I think is good, but he's not very big.
No, he's a tiny boy.
That's
what I was thinking about Tenet. Like I couldn't believe him kicking ass. He just looked like a little baby boy.
Trying to think of other characters, but this dude is legit like perfect.
combination. Well, you know what? You're wrong.
And he's sort of like the fourth member to come back.
Mystery men.
They all sort of reconvene and are like, let's fucking kill this motherfucker. If he's real, we'll handle it.
Put in and then Shrek obviously was a big movie, a really great movie. Not, I mean, not the Mystery Men's not a great movie. People that became to associate it with Shrek, but even the official music videos for that.
Oh yeah, so last night I was doing my Jesse Ventura impersonation for like an hour.
Yeah.
And this morning I woke up and Anthony Cumia had done a Jesse Ventura like 45-minute stream of conscious like impersonation, and he called him Jesse Dentura because of his dentures. It was hilarious.
It's that perfect synchronicity all the time, man. I love that. It's been happening so much.
He's just talking about his black fungal teeth getting pulled out, infected because of UFOs and the government and shit.
Oh my god.
And the whole time he was showing an interview of Jesse Ventura talking to this guy about UFOs. Like, tell me about the UFOs in Area 51.
Give me the alien scoop. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it makes you not want to have kids. Is that she'll be on repeat on VH1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's a story that on
I have
the
like
set of the Predator.
12 teenagers to come up with.
There's a story that on the set of the Predator, what's his face? Stallone, Schwarzenegger, purposefully had the tailor list his bicep size as smaller than what it was, so that Jesse would think his biceps were bigger. And sure enough, Jesse showed up on set and told him how his biceps were bigger by like an inch or something like that. Just Schwarzenegger playing mind games with him.
Jesus. Sorry, I'm counting characters real quick. 1, 2, 3.
That's something I'd like to see more of, like more behind the scenes stories of Schwarzenegger mind fucking people, like he did Lou Ferrigno throughout Pumping Iron. Like poor Lou just wanted to lift weights and be strong looking, and Arnold was just destroying him psychologically.
Hey Lou, can you hear me?
Like, oh, you look small. You're not eating good enough. You look thin. Like, I can't hear you.
Jeff, I gotta come up with a bunch of teenagers.
I'm giving you gold right now.
I'm giving you gold right now. Fuck you.
That was racist.
Thank you.
Are you long duck dong?
Oh, I'm long dong duck, you racist.
Ew. Does yours like corkscrew like a duck's?
Yeah.
You need to go to a doctor for that. What are the teenagers? Give me some ideas.
Bunch of lame kids.
But is it like the nerd, the cheerleader, the
Yes, all of them.
Okay. I say you gotta do 80s Demi Moore.
80s Demi Moore.
Mm-hmm. She's cute, but she has that like smoker's voice, so you know she's been doing some bad stuff. How many again? 12?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. And they all need to be like real kids. Demi Moore's not a bad one though. She'd be good for Olivia.
What are some things?
Anya Taylor Thomas, I think is her name. The chick from The Witch.
Kind of smoothie. What kind of sandwich? Foxy?
Anya. Oh, Taylor Joy. I'm sorry. Anya Taylor Joy.
Eggs, turkey, homemade. Wait, she started the sauce. That's a smoothie? An eggs and turkey smoothie?
Anya Taylor Joy.
Hmm.
You have that cap checked out? I think they put in a co-op. I mean, yeah, like it. Like I said, it looks like cool game. I don't really play my PlayStation.
Another good one.
I wouldn't.
I didn't know that was her name.
On a game or whatever.
Yep.
For it. I don't really. I don't play it enough to. When something like cool comes out, awesome. But it's like kind of a piece of shit. So I don't really play. I don't really play.
Let me see. Let me see. I'm looking through some people.
The thought of buying a game for my PlayStation just seems
Trying to remember some girls.
like a.
Spanish girl.
I was thinking about playing Metal Gear Solid 5 on stream because I have that on my PlayStation. But it's such a piece of shit. I like take it up in a heartbeat. Mango strawberry smoothie, 3 slices of bread, 3 slices of toast,
Kiersey Clemens.
Who?
way too spicy.
Kiersey Clemens.
Kiersey?
Yeah.
Is that even a name?
Yeah, it's a name. Kiersey. She was in Neighbors 2, and she was in Dope.
Oh yeah, she was the girl in Flatliners. Or not Flatliners. I just read that on her thing. Sweetheart is what I'm thinking of. That was really good.
I didn't see the new Flatliners. How was that?
I haven't seen that. I was just reading that while thinking out loud.
It's actually groundbreaking for me because I hate butter, and you don't really eat a lot of meat either, huh?
She's from Florida.
You put that bad juju in
Pensacola.
your body.
I think she'd be good for Regina. I still need Trisha Ramos.
Trisha Ramos.
Bunch of poor girls who are gonna get murdered.
So she's Latina?
See?
Bella Thorne's Latina?
What? The fuck out of here.
That seems like
Yeah,
some
I'm about to
appropriation going on right
go
there.
full SJW right here.
Oh, hey, what about Daphne Keane, the chick from Logan?
Daphne Keane?
Yeah, she was X-23 in Logan.
Girl's like 8 years old.
She's 15.
I like a spicy aioli. I make a spicy aioli for like a chicken sandwich. I do
Oh, Daphne Keane.
like a really thin piece of chicken, fried. It's like double dip, but on a 24-hour brine, or excuse me.
She's 8 compared to everyone else. Think.
I don't know. Half these chicks are. Isabella Moner.
And the tapatio I use kind of old. We had it for a little while. It's like 7.
She's kind of cute. She's Peruvian.
You gotta like shake it.
She was in Sicario.
Way more like the bottom part of the
Sicario 2, I'm sorry.
Moner.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have IMDb.
Hell yeah, different good bread lately. Fuck yeah.
You can find her on Wikipedia.
Oh, Isabella Merked.
I read.
That's her other name, apparently. She has two names.
Oh, okay. Well, that's her.
Moved into a new place, got
She was fucking Dora the Explorer, dude.
Mm-hmm.
the no eye dog. That's like my.
That's hilarious.
He needs his own fucking Instagram.
And she was in Sicario, too, which is actually a pretty fun movie. It's totally different from the first one.
I haven't seen that one.
It's basically just a straight up action movie, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good
I'm
movie.
still imagining someone slightly older.
But it's hard to make a sequel where Benicio del Toro's character is meant to be this like traditional hero guy when in the last film he killed kids, like in the most cold way possible.
Yeah, I mean he's just like a monster through and through. Why can't I? That's really bad. I can't think of like any Spanish actresses.
I really like Taylor Sheridan. He's a good writer. Everything I've seen of his, I've liked.
Selena Gomez, Jesus. She got a weird shaped head.
I never liked her.
Yeah, Bella Thorne is evidently half Cuban.
Cubana?
Victoria Justice.
Victoria Justice?
She's not terrible. I think she's like a, what was she, Disney or a Nick kid, something like that.
I think so, yeah. She had like her own show, I think. My niece used to watch it. Those Who Wish Me Dead. A neo-Western thriller. Cool. He's got new movies coming out. Angelina Jolie, Tyler Perry, John Bernthal. A female-driven neo-Western set against a wildfire in the Montana wilderness. A teenage murder witness finds himself pursued by twin assassins in the Montana wilderness with a survival expert tasked with protecting him, and a forest fire threatening to consume them all. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Angelina Jolie is maybe the survival expert protecting him.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my goodness. I can't imagine anorexic ass Angelina Jolie doing anything.
And knowing what they are, they bother me. But I think I'm gonna make my own homemade butter, and then coat a steak with it and age it.
Genesis Rodriguez, perfect.
Wasn't she like? Didn't she have a TV show?
Sure.
Genesis Rodriguez.
She was in Tusk, Man on a Ledge, some Paul Walker movie.
Man on a Ledge. I forgot all about that movie.
Evidently in the She-Ra show. Delirium.
What was Delirium? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know why that sounded familiar either.
Lasagna with chicken mince is dope, though. There's not just good healthy alternatives to cheese. Yeah,
But she's got the vibe with curly hair.
It's that thing that vegans talk about, where obviously there's no healthy.
Perfect look. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm not a big fan of feta. What? It's overwhelmingly salty sometimes. Yeah, all right, fair enough. That's what I was saying to use in the burger. Vegans are full of shit when it comes to cheese. Okay. And I neither agree nor do I disagree. There's no hill there for me to die on.
I need one more girl.
What kind of girl?
Thinking kind of a tomboy.
Tomboy.
It's in the 80s.
Are we talking about like The Kristen Stewart kind of tomboy, or like a fun, spunky tomboy?
Fun,
You can make your own.
Huh.
not so lesbian.
What about Daphne King then? Daphne King could be a good tomboy.
Cheese made from milk.
Again, too young looking.
Make your own, like white.
We're talking slasher movie where 18 is actually 25.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a real crumbly texture too.
Who's that?
Like it's just milk. It might even be just milk, but I think it's just milk and one other.
Let's see. Tilda Swinton came up.
Oh my god.
Fresh mozzarella in Italy. I was like, this shit ain't salad. Salad's supposed to suck ass. Hell yeah, dude.
I was thinking at first Florence Pugh,
Wait, this says how to make.
but I think I was thinking more so Chloe Grace Moretz.
Pretty sure you need citric acid to make mozzarella.
That girl got a big head, evidently. Holy shit. How did I never notice that?
This
A big old head.
Girl, you got a big old head.
Oh, this is the rest of Cowboy Kid's story.
I think
Oh,
she works.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Is
Hit girl. Michelle Rodriguez is treading too far into that could totally beat your ass territory. I feel like she'd be more like Shannon. I think Chloe Grace Moretz is good. Her, Florence Pugh. They kind of look like the same girl. That's fucking weird. The chick from Midsommar.
I'm Googling it. Hold on. Okay. Oh, and there she is with Chris Pine on that King of Scotland movie, whatever that was called.
Who?
Lawrence Pugh. Yeah.
That King of Scotland movie or whatever.
It was the one that was like Robert the Bruce with Chris Pine. It was terrible. I was so
I think
excited
I'm
for that
just
movie.
imagining the tomboy as a dirty blonde-haired chick with very thick, prominent eyebrows. Because that's all Chloe Grace Moretz and Florence Pugh are.
Jennifer Connelly back in the day.
She also has a head like an Art Adams girl.
What
Florence
about
Pugh?
Jennifer Connelly and Career Opportunities? You're gonna go jack it as soon as you look at the picture. It's
Yeah.
impossible not to.
Just mute my mic and don't say anything.
See that picture on the screen right now? That's gonna be you later.
Wading through the curd of my existence. What am I looking up?
Jennifer Connelly and Career Opportunities.
Oh yeah. No, I always get mozzarella with that high.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen this in ages. This is Nipple City.
I watch that every night before bed. That one scene of her on the
horse.
quarter machine.
I knew it immediately. Who was the dude in that?
It was, I don't remember his fucking name. He always played the nerd guy in movies in the 80s. What's his name? Career Opportunities.
I think he's still in stuff, but he just forever is the old nerd guy now.
He was in Pulp Fiction.
I gotta look him up. Yeah,
He's
it
the
is
guy
who
with the- say what again,
I'm
motherfucker?
thinking of, Frank Whaley. Yeah, and he's still in stuff today and still plays like a scummy fucking nerd guy
Mm-hmm.
in everything he's... I just saw him in something recently. Yeah, The Shed.
Yeah, he was the say what guy in Pulp Fiction.
He's in The Shed, though, that was on Shudder. It's actually a really good little indie horror movie.
Oh, he was in Field of Dreams.
He's in a ton of stuff. He was in evidently the MacGyver TV series recently.
But he peaked in career opportunities with Jennifer Connelly when she was at her peak.
He was in that Under the Dome TV series. He
Good.
was
Googly moogly.
a character in Gotham.
I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. I gotta crank down real quick. I think I'm actually gonna call it. Not because I need to beat off, but because I want to.
I told you guys. As soon as he see a picture,
I need to
end the show.
think. Hang on, I need
Lube.
good sheriff character.
Yeah.
Dick Miller could be the old sheriff.
Oh, you know what? Actually, fucking. Oh shit! I'm gonna pull the movie back up again. And I don't know how old you want to go with it, but what about Dermot Mulroney
as the sheriff?
Yeah.
Oh, he was just in that movie I was looking at.
Yeah, I just saw him when I was scrolling, and I was like, wait, he would actually be kind of good now that you said that. Depending on how old you want to make him. Because, he's got that twang.
Yeah, no, and he would technically be either Chris Pine's dad or I was thinking Devon Sawa for a character.
Oh, he has a new one coming out.
Yeah, that actually looks really cool. Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
With the kid from the Terminator TV series and John dies at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I really actually wanted to see that one. I just watched the trailer finally. Yeah, Dermot Mulroney would be good. He looks like he could believably be their father. Because obviously Chris Pine and Devon Sawa are the grown-up versions of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devon Sawa, actually, too. That would be a good one for the Rusty Cole guy you said. That was like...
That's why I was saying if I have to, I could always swap him and the Chris Pine character.
Because, like, he looks pretty haggard now, but still kind of handsome. You know what I mean? Like, where you could see him as, like, having lived a rough life.
I think to distinguish them, though, Sawa still looks good with, like, the clean-cut cop look.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would make sense that he grew up, followed in his father's footsteps, and became a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And stays kind of clean-cut, maybe a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow or whatever. But Luke, as Chris Pine, I like longer hair, looking really unkempt, having a beard and stuff. Maybe he cleans himself up in, like, the third act of the story before they're, like, might die and he doesn't want to look like a complete piece of shit. So he cleans himself up in the end. I got 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more dudes I need to come up with. Teenage dudes, though.
Teenage dudes. What kind of teenage dudes?
A nerdy kid. The jock stuff is pretty much covered.
What about the kid from Stranger Things? The one that was in love with 13?
Those kids are crazy young again. These are supposed to be like high school seniors
No,
going
look at him
to
now.
college.
He's like 18 or 19 now.
What the fuck's his
He's
name?
just kind of gangly.
Finn Wolfhard.
Is that his name, really?
Right.
I just make fun of Finn, not Wolfhard. Like, Finn, what an idiot.
Yeah, he just looks like a nerdier, almost more emaciated Keir Gilchrist, kind of, from It Follows. He wouldn't be bad, though. It Follows?
No. Which character is that?
He's like the sad nerdy kid that desperately wants to fuck the main girl and keeps getting passed over.
Yeah. And at the end finally gets some, and now he's gonna be killed.
Yeah. And you're just like, oh no.
Oh, you know what? She could also be good for a role. That actress.
She was another one I had in mind for the like tomboy chick Brady.
Yeah, I could see that.
Finn Wolfhard isn't bad for the nerdy kid though. I almost feel like he'd make like a good like burnout kid too.
Mm-hmm.
The weird Bowie burnout kid.
Bowie
Yeah.
Burnout Boy.
What was the other kid we were just talking about that wasn't him?
It Follows guy.
Oh, Keir Gilchrist.
Oh, hey, what about the dude from Hereditary?
Oh, he is fucking good. He'd be great. And I actually had him on, oh, I don't know where I put it, but I had him on a list originally as one of the teenagers. Alex Wolf. You will be Eric Decker.
Another good one is I don't know what role he could play for it, but the Asian kid from Disturbia. He could be like the stoner guy.
I've seen that. Why don't I remember him?
Damn, that looks delicious. I fucking love cheese. We just got a cheese platter.
Oh,
We got Gouda from Costco today.
Aaron Yu. He was also the Asian kid in the Friday the 13th remake too, I think. Yep.
Was
yeah,
he?
he was.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's perfect. He can be Bert the Asian.
Bert the Asian. And we got one more to go.
No, I think that's it. I need to figure out someone for Mr. Bauman.
Can I suggest Jay Bauman?
Yeah, right. Do I just make it that blatant? Because he's supposed to be like the.
What if you did the reverse and you have
I mean, he's
Mike as Bauman and Jay as whatever Mike's last name is.
That's what I was thinking. Stalaska.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of making him look like Mike originally. So that's kind of funny.
Okay, so now he's separated it. We see now.
Oh shit!
Squeezing it out.
This is almost as hot as Jennifer Connelly in Career Opportunities.
Yeah.
I fucking love cheese, dude.
Okay, so
we just got
Stoke Lassa, sorry.
We just got stuffed crust Chicago style pizza today from a place down here called Munchies.
You're speaking porno to me right now.
Right?
Wait, Munchies?
Mm-hmm.
We ordered pizza while we were down there at some place that has this weird fucking abomination pizza.
Oh.
They like flip a pizza on top of a pizza.
Damn.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not. But I like it. Describe it slowly.
So it's a regular pizza. Yeah. Right? It's a regular pizza.
Take your time, baby.
Yeah, I'd have to ask Beth what the fuck the name of that place was tomorrow or something. But it was just like it wasn't a calzone though. It was literally pizza, and then they take another pizza and flip it on top of it. So it's like basically two calzones together, but instead of there being the seam in the middle, it's just two pizzas perfectly sandwiched together.
I think Domino's or some place is doing that now, where you get. Yes, it's the same thing. Like it's not a calzone. It's just like two slices put together.
I want to say it's called like Champions or something. Well, yeah, Pizza Hut did that back in the day. It was called like the Pizzone or some shit.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And
You're
it
right.
was just like two slices of pizza like sandwiched together and just like packed with like 3 times the amount of toppings a calzone should have.
Fucking Pizzone, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah, those used to be fucking dank. It was basically like a giant Hot Pocket.
Dude, going to Pizza Hut back in the day as a kid was one of the coolest things ever.
I was just talking to this with Beth the other night. I was like, you felt like a badass even as like a poor kid.
Yeah.
It was the greatest sensation. I was like, I wish I could bottle that feeling again.
You get those fucking cups, you know, those stippled dark cups,
Oh
and
my
you
God.
get your pizza. They've got video games.
You were getting
It-
fucking X-Men VHSs and shit.
Yeah. You got a salad bar that apparently I didn't know had pudding, chocolate pudding in it.
Yeah,
I never went to the salad bar, so I didn't know this. But Rachel told me recently. She was like, "Oh yeah, you know the really good pudding." It's like I had no idea. I wasn't going near salad when I was a kid.
right. You son of a bitch! There was pudding over there. That
You
was
take
probably
me to a pizza place and I'm gonna get a salad? Are you fucking kidding me?
that was like the only time I'd get down on salad.
Oh really?
I'm gonna call it there though. We've been going almost 2 hours. It's a slow night. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow for sure. But thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.